Yo. Somebody must have snapped Britain in half because apparently it's broken. We all feel like we've been grabbed by the balls and kicked in the scrotum. Financial problems are quickly mounting higher than Snowden. People are losing their homes, leaving their families heartbroken. They're living on the streets wishing they'd left the back door open to claim squatters' rights, but the police would be there by the time they'd woken. Never had a truer word been spoken. These people have nothing to do, so they blaze weed that's too potent. Helping poorer families was the condemned slogan. That's how they flew up the polls, but this just isn't a totem. The government are more barbaric than Conan. Soon we'll have to beg on our knees just for a food token. Crack is what David Cameron must be sat at home smoking. As well as being mentally fucked up with the British public, he must be joking. He's got us by the scruff of the neck, we're all financially choking. There's no jobs and money, so seriously what's the point in hoping? He's got the NHS on the verge of closing. Poor doctors and nurses are hardly coping, whilst his own pockets are forever loading. In the news he's always posing, silly tweets he's always posting, telling us it's for the best like it's his own personal sugar coating. Like we don't see that he's only golden, whilst our taxes he's given a roasting. It's a financial gun that he's toting, and against our head he's got it groping. Seriously, somebody needs to give him a roasting and tell the prick to stop the gloating and showboating. Otherwise his popularity will start rolling down to a point where he's not controlling, and he'll end up like half of his population, skin weak, depressed and face down in the bath floating. Cause this recession leads to oppression, which can cause depression, which can lead to aggression. Now it's antidepressants at your doctor's discretion. They'll just leave you numb blank with no facial expression. The scars from hard life leave a lasting impression. Now your whole state of mind is in regression. You're sick to fucking death of living this false repression that feels like the worst kind of suppression, worse than North Korean oppression. We're always falling backwards whilst being brainwashed progression. I could swear the governments are full of transgression. I feel trapped getting smaller, fuck it, call me compression. And on closer inspection it looks like Cameron had an erection, with that smile on his face the day he won that election. And I thought Nick Clegg was joint prime minister. That stinks of the cruelest deception. We should call a re-election on the basis of defection. Give us more selection, someone who actually mirrors the reflection of the average Brit, someone who fits the conception and actually has a connection with no big ego complexion. A prime minister who actually had a direction that would probably be as close to perfection as we're ever going to get, unless by some miracle conception Jesus comes back and gives Cameron the ejection and spreads his message across this nation faster than the deadliest infection, faster than a knife cutting through butter, it's verbal dissection. But of course I'm fucking dreaming, so basically it's an inception. I'm just telling you how I see it from my own personal perception. And if David Cameron ever heard this track, I'd probably be facing the lethal injection.